Hey YouTube, Jim here. Welcome to Top 10 Archive. We spend a lot of time at the archive headquarters, figuratively traveling the world through our research. While we filled our map with the dozens of places we wish to visit, we've also nixed many. Why? Because they're so sinister and spine-chilling that they've earned a place here on this list of the top 10 scariest places on Earth. Still joining us on this terrifying journey? Well, before you get too scared, be sure to click the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of future archives. Should you return in one piece, don't forget to like this video and comment with your own scary locations.
Number 10. Isla de las Munecas, Mexico. Their glass eyes and empty sockets stare at you from every corner and height. Suspended high in the canopies of the lush forestry of Isla de las Munecas, hundreds of baby dolls are strewn about, as if to ward off an evil spirit. Quite the opposite, actually. While Isla de las Munecas, or the Island of Dolls, is a creepshow for pedophobics, its origin dates back to the drowning of a young girl and the caretaker that found her, Don Julian Santana Barrera. In respect of the girl's spirit, he hung the doll, but it didn't stop with just one. Haunted by her restless ghost, he continued hanging dolls before he was found dead, mysteriously, in the same spot where the girl's body was found. Number 9. Pripyat, Ukraine. What happens to a village when a nuclear reactor built less than 2 miles away explodes and leaks nuclear waste? It turns into Pripyat, Ukraine, a city once home to tens of thousands of people. When the Chernobyl nuclear power plant erupted in 1986, the people of Pripyat were forced from their homes, leaving behind what would become one of the creepiest ghost towns in the world. Too radioactive to be habitable, Pripyat has been slowly rotting, frozen in time as Mother Nature slowly reclaims what's hers. Number 8. Poveglia Island, Italy. A land imbued with death and decay, Poveglia Island of Italy comes from a dark past that seems to begin with the outbreak of bubonic plague in the late Middle Ages. Seeking refuge from the diseased, Roman populations were thought to send the infected to Poveglia Island, where they lived miserably until their last breath. In the 1920s, a mental hospital was constructed to care for physically and mentally ill patients. Instead, it became the site of torturous experiments that left many dead. To say the island is plagued with the festering and angered souls of the dead is an understatement. Number 7. The village of Pluckley, England. Want to visit the most haunted village in England? Then set your sights on Pluckley, the town with a cute name, but a bad reputation for being incredibly haunted. The small village even made it into the 1989 Guinness Book of Records for being the most haunted village in Britain, due to its 12 to 15 different spirits said to roam the lands. Local lore includes that of the Red Lady of the 12th century, a phantom monk, a wayward highwayman, and a gypsy woman. For a true fright, travel to the outlying woods and listen to the screams of men and women that became lost in the dense forestry. Number 6. Hashima Island, Japan. What's scarier than a rotting island that once housed a bustling mining town? Add that the island is part of Japan, and you've already increased its horror factor tenfold. For some reason, everything sounds scarier when you mention Japan, as if Japanese spirits are far more gruesome. The island of Hashima has been abandoned since the 70s, and now sits as a decayed look at history. As you walk through it, you can almost hear the echoing whispers of the industrious mining town. Or are those the phantoms of the past calling out to you? Number 5. the Leslingly Hospital, Centralia, Pennsylvania. A small 19th century town in rural Pennsylvania suffers through a series of unfortunate incidents, leading to a severe population decline. After a fire in 1962, abnormally high gasoline temperatures in 1979, and the death of a boy who fell into a sinkhole in 1981, the town of Centralia went from a population of over 1,000 to just 7. The town is so creepy that it's been used as a model for physical manifestations of hell in books, and was the inspiration of the film adaptation of Silent Hill. Number 4. Montecristo, Homestead, Australia. As if Australia weren't scary enough, Olive Ryan and her husband had to go and stir up the spirits of Christopher and Elizabeth Crawley at the Crawley estate in Montecristo. After purchasing the property in 1963, the Ryans claimed to have fallen prey to a couple of dubious ghosts who have done everything from physically touch the current owners to calling out to them. The incident started when the Ryans first purchased the house, only to find it completely lit up despite being disconnected from electricity. When they walked up to the manor, it fell dark again. Number 3. The Door to Hell. A place that's earned the name The Door to Hell is bound to have its demons or sordid history. Oh, quite literally, actually. In Turkmenistan, a 230-foot wide crater was accidentally uncovered when a team of Soviet scientists were drilling in search of natural gas reserves in 1971. When the rig collapsed, they set the crater on fire to burn off any potential methane gas that leaked. Today, the fire still burns, and while it technically isn't haunted by beings of the underworld, from afar, it undoubtedly appears to be a glowing welcoming to the gates of hell themselves. Number 2. The Ridges, Ohio. The Ridges has that sort of ominous name you'd expect from a CW show about a sleepy town in the backwoods of Ohio. Instead, the Ridges refers to the Athens Lunatic Asylum located in Athens, Ohio. Once a functional asylum, like so many across the United States, only part of the Ridges remains in operation. The rest has fallen into disrepair, much like the mines that were lobotomized there. The asylum is thought to be incredibly haunted, with reports of spirits roaming throughout the abandoned wards. Number 1. Capuchin Catacombs, Italy. The catacombs of Paris often get pegged as the scariest catacombs in the world. But what of the Capuchin catacombs of Palermo in Italy? Created from a history of death, the catacombs feature the uncovered remains of those who were buried beneath the city of Palermo. Origins of the catacombs date back to before the 16th century, when it was used as a cemetery. Embalmed and mummified, the exposed are both a fascinating look into the ritual practices of yesteryear and an eerie sideshow for curious eyes. Thanks for watching. Now it's our turn to watch you. As you subscribe, click the bell, give the video a like, and leave your comment about other scary places.